I am a Yukkuri REIMU. I am a Yukkuri MARISA.
This channel is dedicated to the mysteries that are still shrouded in mystery all over the world. This is a late-night radio channel that introduces the 7 wonders, incidents, accidents, and urban legends that are still shrouded in mystery around the world. I am sorry for the delay in introducing this channel, but I, Monica, the AI robot, will be in charge of the narration of this channel. I will be assisted by the famous Japanese narrators Yukkuri REIMU and Yukkuri MARISA. So,
Yukkuri siteittene.
Shall I tell you another strange story today?
Yes.
It's difficult to predict with certainty what would happen if the world's population were to reach 1 trillion people, as this is an extremely hypothetical scenario. It's worth noting, however, that such a population level is not considered feasible or sustainable given the limited resources and carrying capacity of our planet. Assuming that such a population level were to be reached, it's likely that it would have significant and far-reaching implications for a wide range of social, economic, and environmental systems. For example, there would likely be enormous challenges related to food production, water resources, energy generation, waste management, and infrastructure development. In addition, such a population level would place unprecedented pressure on the planet's ecosystems and natural resources, potentially leading to further biodiversity loss, climate change, and other environmental crises. Given the complex and interconnected nature of these issues, it's clear that there is no simple or easy solution to the challenge of managing a rapidly growing global population. Nonetheless, many experts agree that addressing these challenges will require a combination of efforts to reduce population growth, promote sustainable development and resource use, and ensure equitable distribution of resources and opportunities. To elaborate further, achieving a sustainable global population requires addressing the underlying factors that drive population growth, such as lack of access to education, healthcare, and family planning services. Empowering women and girls with education and access to reproductive health services has been shown to be particularly effective in reducing fertility rates, which can help to slow population growth. In addition to addressing population growth, it's also important to ensure that the world's resources are used in a sustainable and equitable manner. This includes efforts to reduce waste and promote recycling, increase the efficiency of resource use, and shift toward renewable energy sources. Addressing climate change is also critical to ensuring a sustainable future, as rising temperatures and changing weather patterns will have far-reaching impacts on the planet's ecosystems and human societies. This requires reducing greenhouse gas emissions and promoting climate adaptation and resilience. Finally, addressing the challenges associated with a rapidly growing population requires a collaborative and integrated approach, with coordinated efforts among governments, non-governmental organizations, businesses, and individuals. Only through collective action and shared responsibility can we hope to achieve a sustainable and thriving future for all. To further elaborate, promoting sustainable development is crucial for achieving a more equitable and prosperous future for all. This involves balancing economic growth with environmental protection and social inclusion, so that future generations can benefit from a healthy and thriving planet. Sustainable development can be achieved through a range of strategies, such as promoting green technologies, reducing waste, and ensuring that natural resources are used in a responsible and efficient way. Another important aspect of addressing global challenges is promoting international cooperation and collaboration. This involves working together to share knowledge, resources, and best practices, and to coordinate efforts to address shared challenges. For example, international agreements such as the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and the Sustainable Development Goals provide a framework for coordinated action among countries and other stakeholders. Finally, it's important to recognize that achieving a sustainable future requires collective action from all of us, as individuals, communities, and global citizens. This includes making choices in our daily lives that promote sustainability, such as reducing our consumption of fossil fuels, supporting sustainable agriculture and food systems, and reducing our waste. By working together and taking responsibility for our actions, we can build a more sustainable and equitable future for ourselves and for generations to come. Another key aspect of promoting sustainability is the need for systemic change and innovation. This involves rethinking and transforming the way our societies and economies are structured, so that they operate in a more sustainable and equitable manner. This can involve everything from new technologies and business models to new policy frameworks and governance structures. For example, transitioning to renewable energy sources such as wind and solar power, promoting circular economy principles that minimize waste and maximize resource efficiency, and adopting sustainable urban planning and transportation systems are all examples of systemic changes that can help to promote sustainability and reduce the ecological footprint of our societies. In addition to promoting sustainability, it's also important to address issues of social justice and equity. This involves ensuring that everyone has access to the resources and opportunities needed to lead a healthy and fulfilling life, regardless of their background or circumstances. Achieving social equity requires addressing systemic inequalities, such as those related to race, gender, and socioeconomic status, and promoting policies and practices that promote equality and social inclusion. Overall, addressing the global challenges we face requires a comprehensive and integrated approach that recognizes the interconnectedness of environmental, social, and economic issues. By working together and taking bold action, we can build a more sustainable and equitable future for ourselves and for generations to come. To further elaborate, addressing global challenges also requires a shift in values and mindsets towards a greater sense of interconnectedness and responsibility for the well-being of the planet and its inhabitants. This involves recognizing that our actions and decisions have far-reaching impacts, and that we all have a role to play in promoting sustainability and social justice. Education and awareness raising are critical tools for promoting this shift in values and mindsets. By providing people with the knowledge and skills they need to understand and address global challenges, we can empower them to take action in their own lives and communities. Education can also help to promote critical thinking, creativity, and innovation, which are essential for addressing complex and interconnected issues. Another important aspect of addressing global challenges is promoting responsible and sustainable business practices. Businesses can play a key role in driving innovation and promoting sustainability by adopting practices that reduce their environmental footprint and promote social equity. This can include everything from reducing energy and resource consumption to promoting fair labor practices and human rights. Finally, addressing global challenges requires a strong and coordinated governance framework at the local, national, and international levels. This includes promoting policies and regulations that incentivize sustainable and equitable practices, and providing the resources and support needed to implement them effectively. It also involves promoting transparency and accountability, so that individuals and organizations are held responsible for their actions and decisions. In summary, addressing global challenges requires a comprehensive and integrated approach that addresses environmental, social, and economic issues in a coordinated and sustainable manner. This requires a shift in values and mindsets, as well as coordinated action at the individual, community, business, and governance levels. By working together and taking bold action, we can build a more sustainable and equitable future for ourselves and for generations to come. Another important aspect of addressing global challenges is the need to protect and preserve biodiversity and ecosystems. Biodiversity refers to the variety of life on Earth, from the smallest microbes to the largest mammals, and the ecosystems and habitats that support them. Biodiversity is essential for human well-being, providing us with food, clean water, medicines, and other resources. However, human activities such as deforestation, pollution, and climate change are putting biodiversity and ecosystems at risk. This not only threatens the survival of countless species, but also undermines the resilience of ecosystems and their ability to provide essential services to humans. To address this challenge, it is necessary to promote conservation and restoration of natural habitats and ecosystems. This involves protecting and managing protected areas such as national parks and reserves, and promoting sustainable land use practices that minimize the impact on natural habitats. It also involves reducing pollution and waste, and promoting sustainable agriculture and fisheries practices. Another important aspect of promoting biodiversity and ecosystem protection is engaging with indigenous peoples and local communities, who often have a deep understanding of and connection to the natural world. By working with these communities, we can promote sustainable practices and protect biodiversity while also respecting the cultural values and traditions of these communities. Finally, promoting biodiversity and ecosystem protection requires strong international cooperation and governance, through mechanisms such as international agreements and conventions. The Convention on Biological Diversity, for example, provides a framework for countries to work together to protect biodiversity and promote sustainable development. In summary, protecting and preserving biodiversity and ecosystems is essential for promoting sustainable development and ensuring human well-being.
I have a great time.